Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
So today we are going to check out the base porter with 60L or Crystal 60 with chocolate wheat. Now, we just got done doing the 40 version, so we will have a side-by-side after we get done with this. For the grain bill, 2 pounds, 4 ounces of Pale Malt, 3.2 ounces of Crystal 60, 3.2 ounces of chocolate wheat. For the boil, for the hops, 0.15 ounces of Northern Brewer at 60, then 0.1 ounce at Flameout. Northern Brewer was 9.9 alpha acid.
Okay.
So that gives it a 29.3 IBU per beersmith. And yeah, I wrote 30. It's probably 30 IBUs. I wrote IBUs twice. Yeah, SRM is on the bottom. So this should be a 30 SRM. SO4 yeast was used. But it should be a little bit darker since the crystal is a little bit higher.
Yeah, a little higher.
Yeah. Bottled on 127. So this is actually a little bit older. That's why I was holding off, because I wanted the 40 version too. But no hiss on this either. What is going on?
Looks a little flatter than the last one.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah. Well, and I'm expecting with that 60, it's going to be a little maltier, a little fuller, but I
don't know if that's good.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Oh, that's scary. So I can say, and I was writing them down and I didn't. So, and I think you and I have talked about this over text. The Mr. Beer glass carboys, for whatever reason, started giving me bad. Because it's 4.89. Smell that.
It might have some oxygenation to it.
Yeah. So, for whatever reason, I take everything apart. I soak it overnight. I put it back together, clean it, obviously, put it back together, put it in Star San, let it soak, everything. Then, so I'm taking it apart, cleaning it, Star San, putting it together, cleaning it, Star San.
No issues. Should be.
But I've had beers like this, and so what I did, I threw all the glass ones out and bought all new plastic. And I wonder if there was something going on, because through Mr. Beer, you cannot buy any more glass fermenters. They're all gone.
So I wonder if the seal wasn't good, and
well,
so that it was letting oxygen in besides the airlock?
Well, but I can see oxygen changing the color of the beer, but this smells, I almost want to say, a touch sour.
I was going to say that.
So I wonder if it was the O-rings that they were using on the glass. Because on the glass, you get 2 O-rings.
Yep, one on each side, right?
Right. But the actual brown, jugs that you get, you only get one, and that's on the outside.
Yes, because the plastic is a... Okay.
So because that's what I thought. So when I cleaned everything in the glass ones, I flipped the washers. I flipped the outside with the inside just to check. And this could be a quick video.
Well, I mean, it would be good, informative video, though, if people think.
Yep.
Because I think the plastic one, the reason they don't put an O-ring on the inside is because that plastic will flex. So as you tighten it, it's going to pull tight to that.
Yep. And the O-ring is not flat. It's actually coned.
Which is good.
Yeah, so when you put it up against the spout and push it in there, then you put the nut on there. Yeah, so, but...
Should we be quick with this one? Just a smell and a...
Well, it looks kind of murky on top.
It does.
It does look darker, and we're still going to do the side-by-side. Well, maybe. There might not be a side-by-side. A little murky... Darker Crystal 60. Okay, yes, I can get that smell.
Zero carbonation.
Yeah.
It's got that roasty sour.
There. Yeah,
it's roasty sour.
Yeah. This one, and again, the only thing that's changed besides the 40 And the 60 version is Crystal 40, Crystal 60.
Okay.
And this one, I almost smell like more ground coffee.
A little bit, but I
but
get that
the sour.
It's like you ground a thing of coffee, you're going to put it in the pot, and then there's like bad fruit next to it.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
You're
something.
just kind of like, oh, what does it smell?
Like, what's going on? Okay, I'm taking a little sip. Whew.
It's sour.
It's not, to me, it's sour, but it's not a Gosa or a sour. But it's definitely like a bacteria sour.
Yeah, you're gonna have some people that don't like that. That is interesting.
I would think.
It's so. Here's the thing. Like, you might have found a new style, a dark sour.
Yeah. A kind of a roasted chocolate sour.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're not ready for it, you're not gonna like it.
Have people plug their nose.
It's drinkable.
Yeah. It's very weird. It's like that's what it would be if you took a sour and added like coffee and chocolate to it.
I'd love to see it carbonated.
Yeah,
I wonder what that would do.
I don't know if you could get it carbonated.
Probably not now, but you'd have to keg it.
That's true. It's not as sour as I thought it was going to be as it smells, but
it's definitely sour though, and so you got to be ready for it because you can't. It's still drinkable, but you got
nobody would drink that.
No. If it was carbonated, I think it'd be way more drinkable.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Would you drink this if it was carved?
Wow.
Yeah. No, but it happens, and I probably, in the last year, probably 5 or 6, maybe up to 10 batches have been like this.
They all been the glass?
Yep. Every single one of them.
Don't buy glass.
Yep.
For Mr. Beersmith.
You can't.
Mr. Beer.
Yeah, you can't anymore. And I wonder if they had an issue because those first ones that we did, what, is it 2 years ago now? When we first started making all those, I never had an issue.
Nope.
But it seems like last year, at the start of last year, I wonder if those O-rings couldn't hold up to all those batches.
Which is weird to me because usually glass is the more sure thing versus plastic. Because the second you scratch plastic, it introduces a potential area for bacteria, which I've never had problems.
Right. Yeah.
The only thing I ever worry about is, so like my plastic buckets, if I've used it for wine, I try not to use it for beer. And vice versa.
Yep.
Because I'm like, you know what? The wine is super expensive. I'm not even going to chance it. Because when you clean those things out, I can still, no matter
smell
what, you can still tell which one was brewed and what.
But if you think about it, the old school glass carboys do not have a hole in them.
True.
So you're not dealing like these. Yeah. With the glass Mr. Beers, they've got the spout in it. Because you would use a racking cane into a bucket to bottle. So in that case, you don't have those seals like you would in that Mr. Beer. But I don't know. I haven't looked up, but my guess is those seals had issues because they were on the inside. And after so many batches, because I think, 60 some batches I made last year.
Oh,
so you're talking a lot of batches and a lot of cleaning, and if over time, if that 5-star or whatever you're using to clean it with breaks down that inside seal, but they're white and clear, which on the Mr. Beer, the brown jugs, they're black.
Yeah, I was going to say they're the black thick O-ring.
So I wonder if that also broke them down. So, but hey, you can't win them all. Steve's probably pissed he had to come over and drink this. But we've got 2 more to do because we're not doing a side-by-side because there's no point.
Nope.
Yep. So if you like this video, check some more out over here. Until next time, I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
Happy brewing.
See you next time.